There. I found another button to push. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? This is so fun. This is so fun. All right. Okay. I see a thumbs up from Marlene. Thank you. Welcome to everyone who was in the chat prior to me going live. You guys were talking about the weather and you were talking about how everybody was doing. And it just makes my heart happy that we have the YouTube platform for you guys to meet each other and see where you're from. We have people all over the world on these lives, and that is just so fun to me. So, yeah, okay. I'm just seeing some good thumbs up and we can hear and see me. And that's great because if I didn't have that other computer over there, I can't see anything on either one of these monitors that I have. Oh, goodness. Hello, Jeannie. How are you? Hi, Sue. Sue cannot wait for today's card. So if you are new, if you are stumbling upon this video and you go, what the heck is she doing? I am going to be giving clues for you to use what you have in your stash to make a card. That could even be just a piece of printer paper if that's all you have. But it is a fun way, and it is a way for me to teach you how to be creative with supplies you already have. We do this every Monday at 4 p.m. Central here on my YouTube channel. I do send out the first clue, which is the supplies that you need, stamps, paper, ink, things like that. And the best way to get that clue is to join my newsletter list. You can do that below the video. There is a link for you to subscribe to my newsletters. If you are just finding me, you're new to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And then while you're subscribing below, you can ring that bell. And when you ring that bell, you'll be notified when I go live on YouTube, like I am right now. So I am hoping that I can get all this equipment on my side to cooperate, but we are going to get started. And I do see, we're going to see if you can see the other camera. So let's switch cameras. And I'm waiting for the delay. I'm hoping that you can see this camera, but because I can't, yay, you can see that camera. Awesome. Okay. Whew, I'm telling you, thank goodness I was smart enough to turn that other computer around, or I would still be thinking I wasn't live, which is what happened Thursday night. It's so crazy. I don't know what the deal is, but I won't give up. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. All right. So as I was saying, you can get that first clue when you subscribe to my newsletter, and you can do that below the video. So we're going to get started with clue number 2. Now I do have props because, let's see, I think I lost something here. I do have props today because some of you may not understand the scoring. And so I do want you not to panic. So I want you to score the cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5 at 1 7/8 and 4 1/4. So we're going to have 2 score lines. Man, I wish I could see on this side because I know there's a delay. Oh, back to the drawing board. All right. So 1 7/8. Oh, good. I can see it. Is that little tiny mark right before the 2. Okay. And this is on the Simply Scored, but it's the same thing if you are on using your paper trimmer. I told you to have your paper trimmer. And then we're going to move over and we're going to score at 4 1/4. So we have 2 score lines. For our card. By the way, I have another announcement to make. Montella says, you know we could mess up. Well, you know what? I'm the queen of boo-boos. So I thought, well, where would I mess up? It'd be right here. Carol Fusel, first time on here, and it's my 52nd wedding anniversary. Happy wedding anniversary, 52 years. That's amazing. So welcome to Mystery Stamping. I did have a few things that I forgot to tell you newbies. First of all, don't panic. If you get off on one of my clues, please feel free to ask me a question, or you have everything in front of you. Just go rogue and make a card, okay? Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. That's it, Lavina. Don't mess up. Just go rogue. Number 2, this is a stress-free zone. If you are feeling stressed, I just want you to take a deep breath and go back to the first thing I said. Just go rogue. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay, so when you're done with clue number 2, type done 2. And I'm going to scroll back up. I think I see a couple of dones. If you're watching the replay, there is no reason for you to type the word done 2. Simply stop and start the video and continue following the clues. Okay? All right. There we go. I'm seeing some dones with 2. Okay. We're going to move our prop. I have another announcement to make too about the mystery clues. Now I want you to use a bone folder and give all the score line, score creases, creating a Z fold. So what that means is we're going to fold and we're going to give a good crease. And then we're going to fold back. And notice how this Z fold is probably different than some of the other ones that we've done lately. If you have been, if you're one of my mystery stampers who's been helping me do this program for what, almost 2 years now here on YouTube. Well, about 1.5 years on YouTube, 2 years on Facebook. We used to do it over on Facebook. But this is what I want you to have. I want you to have this type of look. Okay. So we have more of our card base showing back here than what we normally do. Oh, my picture's in the camera. There we go. All right. I don't know why my cameras are not working. It would make my life so easy if I didn't have to look at my other computer, but that's okay. So when you are done with clue number 3, I want you to type done 3. Bruno Wilson says, I am here. I am new here. I will watch the video later and make a card. Thanks for so many good video tutorials. You're so welcome. Oh, somebody is on their second binder. So speaking of binders, what has been happening? Oh, it was Samantha. What has been happening is since I started doing these, you guys started doing screenshots. So I made the font really big and I zoomed the camera in so that you could get a clear shot. I have started offering the tutorial, the PDF of all my clues. It'll be just a couple of pages, not spaced out like this, not big words and all of that. And I have been sharing those over on my, in our Facebook group, our Mystery Stampers Facebook group. But hey, we're here on YouTube and you guys may not all be on Facebook. So if you're in my newsletter list, you have been getting the previous week's clue on Sunday. So you would get Monday's PDF clues on Sunday afterwards. Starting today, today's a big day in the studio because starting today, I am at 5 p.m. Central after we're done with the live. I will have a blog post go live and you can go get the PDF download on today's blog post. Fun, huh? Oh, you're new. You don't know where my blog is. So below the video, I will have, after we're done, if you can give me just a hot minute, okay? After we're done, you will see all the links and everything to take you back to today's blog post. My business name is TxStampin Sharon, okay? My blog is www.TxStampin.com. I just changed my Facebook name to TxStampin. So you're going to find, if you just start typing TxStampin, you're going to find me. Okay. What was clue number 2? Clue number 2 was to score the cardstock at 5.5, the cardstock that's 5.5 by 8.5 at 1 7/8 and 4 1/4. Annette says she gets all of her projects from me. That's so sweet. Thank you. Gloria says, Sharon, thanks for all the fun we have on Mystery Monday. You're so welcome. I'm glad you like that, Mallory. It has been a long thing coming, and it's not easy. I bet y'all think, oh, it's so easy. How come she hasn't done this before? I was on the phone with my person that helps me, one of my virtual assistants. Today I was like, can we just try it? Can we just try to do it now and see what happens? There's just a lot of things that go to posting something on a blog. Okay. Just suffice it to say that. All right. Beth Werner is excited about the PDF. I'm so glad. So this will give you on the PDF, it will have the video link that you can go back and watch the video if you want to listen to all this craziness. And it also just has the clues. So whichever is easiest for you. Michelle says, I appreciate the chance to use my supplies. You're so welcome. You know, when COVID hit, we had to do something, didn't we? We had to come out and figure out a way to keep on stamping and have fun and be with our friends. We're here on YouTube with our Stampin' friends. Can't beat that. Cannot beat that. All right. I think you guys are done with 3. Clue number 4, I want you to adhere the designer series paper that measures 1 3/4 by 5 3/8 to the front flap with adhesive. This right here is the front flap. Lavina says that she is impressed with all the technology that I use. Let me tell you, I just want to teach y'all how to make a card, but I have to learn all this other stuff. I keep saying I am too old for this stuff. Annette says, thank you for saying my name. My husband says we are funny. Is he listening to us? Say hi, hubby. We are having fun. And that's what is so fun about mystery stamping is we just have fun. And now I'm getting more relaxed and I'm doing more of my chatter than I normally do because it really is stressing me out that I have 2 screens in front of me and they are both black. Just black. I don't know. Bobby Kincaid says, hello, everyone. Had a lot of barriers in the way trying to log in, update YouTube channel, but I finally got through and I'm ready to make this card. Well, Bobby, girlfriend, I feel your pain. I'm having my own struggles on this end, but we are doing it. And Bobby, if you missed anything, hun, you can go back and watch the replay after I'm done. You can't rewind me while I'm live. Okay. All right. I'm starting to see some dones with 4. Karen says, your tech is working great. On my iPad, I can see a screen with you and one with the clue. Perfect. So it's working as far as what y'all see. It's just not working what I see. I wish I had another camera. I do have another camera. I have another iPad. I need to take a picture of this whole setup and post it on Facebook because y'all are going to go. And you know what? I bet this is what happened Thursday night, but because I couldn't see anything on the screens, I didn't think I was live. So I panicked, got a hold of tech support. It was a whole mess. But I bet that's what happened. And tech support was taking too long. Let's see. Bobby says, I wouldn't want to rewind you. LOL. I'll go back and fill in. Perfect. All right. I think you guys are done with 4. Well, hello, Jane. I'm glad you're here. She says she was running a little late, but now she is joining us. And that's the fun thing. This video will stay on my channel. It will be under mystery, under my playlist for mystery stampers. Clue number 5, add 1 piece of the designer series paper that is 2 1/4 by 5 3/8 to the other portion of the front of the card with adhesive. The other portion is this portion right here. Okay, this is where I want you to add the designer series paper. Virginia Hodkins, I don't know how it happened, but I did just rewind me. I thought, what the heck just happened? We've done that already. How did you rewind me? I didn't think you could do that when I was live. That's funny. Annette says, my husband is like, is she really saying your name? Of course I'm saying her name. I am saying Annette Harp, Annette Harp, Annette Harp. Nancy says she is just watching today. She had a dentist appointment this morning. No time to get the supplies cut. Well, I hope your appointment went well. And I'm just glad you're here. I'm just glad you're here chatting with everybody. Cynthia said her daughter kidnapped her to winter camp. She'll do her card tomorrow. See, Samantha, I did not know that you could rewind on a live. I could have been telling y'all that all this time when y'all said, can you repeat clue number 2? No, I would never do that. As much trouble as I have with technology, I would never put y'all through that. Barb is doing a monochromatic card. I would love to see your card. Now, let's talk about that. If you are on Facebook, I will post my card after the live on my TxStampin Facebook page. But I also have TxStampin Sharon's Mystery Stampers Facebook group. You are all welcome to post your card over there, because the thing with mystery stamping is no one's 2 cards are going to look the same. No one knows what stamp sets, designer series paper. We don't know any of that each other is using. And then that way we can all ooh and ah over everybody's cards. You're going to see my card. Do I show you both of them I made? I made 2. Okay, you guys are done with 5. I don't know. I have to think about that. Terry says that she paused on the TV and now TV is different than the iPad. Yeah. See, there's a delay because you paused one device. Yeah, don't get me started about my TV today. My new TV that is like 6 months old is not working. Clue number 6. Add the second piece of designer series paper that measures 2 1/4 by 5 3/8 to the inside of the card on the left panel with adhesive. And where that is this panel right here. This is on the inside of the card on the left panel. So this is clue number 6, where you're going to add the adhesive. I'm so glad I have that computer going. I would just be talking to myself and not knowing where we are. Golly. Oh, goodness. Denise in Dallas. That's my friend Denise. She says, I love being able to print the PDFs. It takes forever to go back and find a card design in a Mystery Monday when all you can do, whoops. We're gonna talk about her. This is my new feature. I can highlight you, Denise. When all you can see is the date. Perfect. I'm so glad. I am so glad that helped you. There we go. I took you off. This is part of my new fancy stuff. If I can't read it fast enough, I can grab it. Is my dishwasher working? My dishwasher is working. My ice maker had to be replaced. My TV, I think it's this house. I really do, Mary. I think it's this house. Marlene says, doing your mystery stamping has made me move out of my comfort zone. Well, I love that, Marlene, because, I know that sometimes I get overwhelmed. We have stamps and paper and ink and we go, I don't even know where to start. I'm just not inspired. But once you get going, once you have an idea, such as a mystery card, then you are able to keep going with it and get creative. And that's so fun. Lala's Craft says, this card looks nice. I can't wait to see it. Yay. Mary Yates says she too loves the PDF. It is since you have been in that house. Yeah. The other, I don't know. I can't say that. The house in Arizona, it had challenges. But I did not start doing, I guess I did start doing mystery stamping when I was in Arizona. Yeah, I did. But that house had its own struggles. This one seems to kill appliances. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's see. Barb Hendrickson says, I'm such a perfectionist and Mystery Monday has helped me trust the process. Now that makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. It is a Samsung. Bobby is asking, whoops. Bobby says, I got a nice Valentine's Day gift early. My granddaughter found some very old Stampin' Up! Stamps. They are on wooden blocks and they're dated 2004, 6. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I bet you are loving that. To get a bunch of old stamps. How fun is that? You're going to have to use those on mystery stamping. Stella Dyer says, Sharon, you make Monday a bright spot for the start of the week. Thank you. You're so welcome. So Kate was asking me if it was a Samsung refrigerator. There's a class action suit happening because they never were able to fix them. I went through 4 new ice makers and finally gave up. My refrigerator is a built-in KitchenAid. My TV is a Samsung. That's what I'm having trouble with. You watching TV? It turns off. Last night, it did it 12 times in 4.5 hours. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to bed. I don't need to watch TV. Oh, gosh. So Jan says that you're right, Kate, regarding Samsung. I don't know how anyone is happy with theirs except they are pretty. Virginia has moved out of her comfort zone by doing mystery stamping. See what mystery stamping can do for you guys? All right, let's move on to clue number 7. I just get busy reading y'all's comments. All right, clue number 7. If your cardstock is colored cardstock, add the basic white that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 to the inside of the card on the right panel. Some of y'all may have chosen to use white cardstock as your base. So if your cardstock is colored like mine is on this card, then you're going to need to use that 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of basic white on this panel. Okay. Okay. Victorina says, like wooden blocks and sponge stamps. We used to have foam stamps. They were black foam. I've been doing this for 24 years. I think I've seen every kind of stamp made. So when you are done with clue number 7, type done 7. Mary Yates has a Samsung TV and love it. Now watching it mess up. Now watch it mess up when I get home. I bought mine in July, and they've already been out once. And this time I'm going to have to get real stern because it's annoying, especially when I have the TV on for my grandson. He was here today and we sat down to watch a little Disney show and it went doink and turned off. So I said, let's go play toys. Marsha Murphy says, I've gotten much better at choosing different DSP that matches. See, that's another thing that mystery stamping can do for you. Gail says that I should have my house wiring checked. Gail, don't bring that on me. Please don't tell me that's the problem. No, it's really funny. The dishwasher didn't work because they installed it wrong. All the times that they came out to work on the dishwasher, it was not installed right. My son fixed it. The ice maker in the refrigerator, the built-in refrigerator, the crazy people that lived in the house before, you know what they tried to do? I think they tried to make Jell-O shots in the ashtray. They ruined the ashtray. People, what are you thinking? So ever since then, that has been a mess. Kara says, I am using the New Wave paper for one of my cards. It's gorgeous. My New Wave paper will be here soon. I think tomorrow. I cannot wait to get it. All right. I think you guys are done with 7. Let's move on to 8. Now I want you to stamp a greeting on the basic white scrap. I want you to die cut it, punch it, or cut it down with snips or paper trimmer. So this is the time to stamp. Now it's the time for you to get creative and dress up that card. Okay, so we're going to stamp our greeting and we're going to start building on the front of our card to finish it off. When you are done with clue number 8, I want you to type done 8. And I'm going to go grab my iPad to take a picture of my setup. so that I can talk to my friend to help me fix this problem. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. I need to see all that. Back there, that over there. Don't mind me, y'all. Oops. We want a photo. There we go. Thank you for letting me pause to do that. Nancy Weaver says things happen in threes. Absolutely. 100%. Oh, Mary wants to see my setup. I thought I posted one picture, but I've changed it. So Vay says she's had trouble with blowing fuses. Manager says it's nothing. City came in for yearly checks and found one plug was wired backwards. So the hot water heater went out a couple of weeks ago, and they had to come in and rewire, what is that thing? The fuse, the breaker? It was bad. Okay, do y'all know the story of my house? This house was built as a studio. This is called the studio house. There were cooking shows done in this house. There was shows filmed like The Walking Dead in my house. So this house is crazy. I mean, I think I have posted pictures on Facebook of what the house looks like, but it's very unique. And there are plugs everywhere in the ceiling for all the camera crews. True story. Let's see. Vicki says, we see you on a small screen while watching the clues on the bigger screen, part of the overall screen. Yeah, I've got picture in picture. Isn't that fun? You can still see my face. So you're not just staring at a piece of paper. You actually see my face. So that is part of my new equipment. Judy says, here in Canada, it is recommended not to buy Samsung kitchen appliances as the service is very poor. Well, Judy, let's add don't buy Samsung TV to that list too. Yep. Kate Wright just got her new Wave suite today. Guess what I'm doing after this? You're playing. I'm jealous. All right. How are we doing on 8? Walking Dead. There's your answer. It's haunted. Trust me, there's been times I'd say, I think this house is haunted. Clue number 9. This is different, guys. I want you to use your designer series paper scrap to create a mat for your greeting layer. And some of y'all have already done it to cardstock, haven't you? You're going to be sad. Adhere both together with adhesive. Add that to the card front with dimensionals. This is new. This is fun. We're going to use our designer series paper as a mat. Patricia Redinger says, I think the new setup is cool. Thank you. Yolanda says, done with 8. So good to see you at the same time as the clues. I know, isn't that fun? It's not like, well, who is this person talking with just a piece of paper in front of them? It's me. So I want y'all, let's see if I can do this. I don't know how it's going to show up on the screen, but we'll see. Okay. Here is my setup. I don't know if it'll show because it's on an iPad. Let's see if it shows. I'm waiting for the other one to kick in. Okay, so we've got a light there. Sorry, the glare. That's my setup. And do y'all see the black screens right here? Those are black. The only way I can tell I'm live is that computer over there. Oh, so fun. Oh, yeah. That'll be another thing. Vicki, you didn't know my house was used for movies? Yeah, it's funny. It's okay. So this house is called the studio house. The house across the street is the guest house. And that's where the actors stayed while they were filming in my house. Crazy, huh? Michelle says, I'm confused with 9. I've got all my materials cut, but maybe I missed something. So clue number, let me show you on the clues. I told you to have a scrap of designer series paper. That was number D. Okay. So that is what I want you to use to make this. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. I'm too close. The scrap. Okay. That's what I want you to use for clue number 9. Does that help? Thank you, Narissa. I'm glad you like my setup. Thank you, Beth. It's a studio house again, Susan. Yes, it is. Helen says her sister-in-law had to replace all of her Samsung appliances. That makes me sad to hear. I'm really sad that I bought this Samsung TV now. Okay, Mallory, you're going to laugh. You want to know if they left anything behind from Walking Dead? After I first moved into the house, you know, there was no curtains on the windows yet. You know, we had just moved in, and oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna answer Michelle's first. Michelle says, I guess I don't know what a greeting is. So I'm gonna grab last week's card, I think it was. This is your greeting layer right here. Okay. So you can put a greeting on the inside, but I want you to add a greeting for the outside, Michelle. Okay. So instead of it being cardstock mat, it's going to be designer series paper. All right. Does that help you? If you've already put a greeting on the inside, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Gail says she's not a fan. She's not fond of fun folds. So I went rogue. Perfectly fine. This is your card. Beverly says her card is landscape. So I'm going to have to go rogue, and that's fine. That's fine. Yes, Mary, it is a bigger setup. Okay, so back to my story about did they leave anything behind? So early one morning, sun's coming up. I get my coffee. I start walking by a window, and I see something on the screen, and I was like, what is that? And I back up. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for it? It was the zombie hands on the fingerprint, the handprints on my screen. That was the first thing that got cleaned. Oh gosh. I'm glad y'all are enjoying seeing what my setup looks like. Where on the card? You can put it anywhere you want, Sandra. Anywhere that greeting will fit, that's where you can put it. You can have it off-centered to where it goes like this. You can have it here. You can have it however you want. Having it more off may help you. Did we leave out a step? Hold on. We left out a step. Hold on. What did I leave out? We did not talk about the cardstock that is 3 inches by 3 inches. How did we miss that? Okay, don't add your greeting to the card front. We did not put the 3 by 3 on. Oh, laws of mercy. Got to fix this download. You have a piece of 3 by 3 cardstock that is right here. I need you to add that to the front of the card, and then we're going to be adding the greeting. Okay, I am so sorry. Oh, my. It should have been clue number 9, and it didn't do right. Yeah, we need to add the 3 by 3. Okay. I'm not even looking at y'all's comments because you're like, she is nuts. Okay. So the 3x3 cardstock, I need you to add the designer series paper that measures 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 to the 3x3. And then I want you to add both of those to the card front. Okay. My apologies. We were doing so good too. We were doing so good. Just chatting, having a good time. So we are adding, we're calling that clue number 9B. So are y'all still with me? Did y'all leave? Yes, Margaret. The 2 7/8 by 2 7/8 goes on the 3x3. Make it 8B. It's gonna be 8B. There you go, because it would have been before 9. Oh my. So if you're done with 8B, I promise I will fix the download. Oh my goodness. Okay. As long as y'all have your 3x3, your designer series paper, then you can add your greeting. Terry says, maybe the Walking Dead ghosts are affecting my life. You know what? I think it is. Either your camera is blurry or my glasses are blurry, Joanne says. Well, Joanne, I am looking on my big screen computer and I don't see me blurry. But you know what, Joanne? I wouldn't put it past me. Christy says we wouldn't leave you. Yeah, please don't leave me. No appliances work in my house. Arlene says this old stamper knew that's what we had to do. See, you guys, but I don't want to scare off my new stampers. My new mystery stampers are like, wow, man, I made a mistake coming over here. Oh, gosh. Okay. We're all going rogue. There you go, Susan. Dorothy says, I love when this happened. It makes us all smile. Well, Dorothy, that makes me smile. Gloria says we are following just fine. And I'm not blurry. Okay, good. I'm not blurry. I didn't. Michelle, I don't think I understand your comment, honey. To not chew on the 2 7/8, it was not listed in the supplies. Oh my gosh. Where are we putting Stampin' Cuddles? You can put that anywhere you want. You can put it, you're putting it on the card because the 3x3 will help keep this panel down more. So we're putting it somewhere on the card front itself. Okay. I did not cut a piece of 3x3. If I had, we might not have missed that clue. Let's just grab a piece. There's our 3x3. Okay. SD Cat Lover says, I love it too. Gave me time to catch up because I had not prepped. Well, perfect. Perfect. Deb says she just got here and she'll watch for now and make her card later. Okay. All right. So now we're to the point where we're adding our greeting on, right? Y'all got that? We're going to put our greeting somewhere on the card front. I'm working too hard, says Anna. And Dorothy, you're right. There are no mistakes, just opportunities. I say it's just a chance to be creative. Okay. But you know what? You guys, listen, I am talking to how many of you? 300, 400 people. I just made a mistake in front of all of y'all and how in front of everybody who watches the replay. Vera says it was in clue number 1 to cut the DSP to fit the 3x3 cardstock. Yes, clue number 1. All the measurements were there. I just left it out when I was giving you the clue. So how are we doing on time? My blog post is supposed to go live at 5 Central. And so, yeah, 250. Thanks, Michelle. I just told 250 people. And by the time this thing gets played and watched again, it'll be about 3,000 people will know that I did that. Oh, goodness. Remember, guys, if y'all are new to my channel, you need to subscribe below and ring that bell so you can watch me do this crazy stuff again. If you're watching the replay, I sure would love to hear your comments. We do enjoy reading your comments. I do have my daughter, Kayla, is helping me. It's so fun that I was able to hire her to be my assistant. It's all her fault anyway that I started stamping years ago. And so she's a stay-at-home mom, and she and I have been learning some of the other technical stuff, and it's been fun. She started with me the first part of January, and it's all good. So, all right, let's move on to clue number 10. If you wish to add an image to your card front, now you're looking at it, you're like, it's a little plain, it needs something else. You can create that now by stamping and cutting out with punches, dies, or snips. And then you're going to add it with adhesive, which also could be dimensionals. Okay, you don't have to just glue it on. You might want to have it kind of layered over. I'm doing my hands in front of my face, like, well, y'all can still see me. You can have it like laid over top of part of your greeting layer. But yeah, wherever you want to put, where you're going to be able to put that wherever you want to, okay, on the card front. Let's see. It is 10:45 p.m. in the UK. It is bedtime for you, Carol. Mallory says, that way you don't feel so bad when you make a mistake. Absolutely not. I am human. Y'all are human. It's just cardstock. It's just paper. You know, I think some of us get so stressed. Oh my gosh, I messed up. No such thing as a mess up. Look at it. If you're not happy with it, get creative with it. Figure out how to fix it. All right, I'm starting to see some dones with 10. And SD Cat Lover says, we don't expect anyone to be perfect. You have the fun factor. Yay, thank you. I can make anything look fun, right? Even when I mess up. Denise says, mistake or not, Sharon deserves a thumbs up. Y'all don't forget, she does a great job. Thank you, my friend. Okay. I'm glad you're loving the cards. Hello, Deborah Vanderberg. She just joined us. She can't wait to see the cards. So yeah, because I'm going to have a blog post after this at 5 o'clock where you can go get the download. I'm also going to have another card on there because I made 2. How many of y'all do that with mystery stamping? You're like, oh, I love this card so much, I want to make another one. Those who are in my Mystery Stampers Facebook group, last week somebody made 12 of this one. She loved it so much, she made 12. It's a double Z fold card. If you missed this card from last week's Mystery Monday, it is on my channel in my playlist. You can go back and watch it. Michelle says she's already started on another card. And Jan Ross makes 2 usually anyway. A lot of you ladies do that. A lot of you stampers. And yes, Deborah, Rhonda Hunter makes a multiples of cards. Rhonda Hunter is on our team. I love our team, our Stampin' Up team. And she used to meet with us on mystery stamping when I did it on Facebook at noon, but she teaches piano to precious little children. So she can't make it on at 4 o'clock here on YouTube. So Karen Nakayama, I always make more, usually 5 or 6. See, mystery stamping can inspire you to make more. Oh my gosh. SD Cat Lover says, I made 20 of them. From last week's? You made 20 of them? And Ann Nelson says, I love mystery stamping. Patricia Redinger says, I still think you make a mistake occasionally to make me feel better about all of mine. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Patricia's on my team as well. Virginia Hodkins says, I often use your layouts again and again. All right, let's move on to clue number 11. Does your card need anything? Does it need embellishments? Does it need ribbon? Does it need a button? Whatever your card might need, go ahead and add that now. When you're done with clue number 11, type done 11. And I think this is it. So, yep, that's it. Remember, I need to go. I should have enough time to fix that PDF, and you can go grab the PDF downloads at 5, hopefully at 5. as long as technology works. Samantha Kinnaman says, I made my Christmas cards around 50 after you taught us a Mystery Monday stamping instruction. There you go. This is the power of mystery stamping. Oh gosh. Wow. SD Cat Lover says, yep, for my stepson's clients. That's awesome. And you go, I got this from Mystery Stamping. He goes, yeah, whatever that is. Margaret Burkett said, I tried ripping, whoops, you went too fast, the last week, but had to throw it out. Oh, no, you couldn't save it? Okay, how are we doing? Lavina says she has one piece that is 5 3/8 by 2014. I don't know what that is. It should be 5 3/8 by 1 3/4. How's that? So Lavina, you've got one of those pieces on this side of the front of the card and one on the inside right here. Okay, that's where those two pieces go on this panel right here. All right. Nancy says, I love watching, always fun. Yay, I'm so glad. Michelle says that I am bling challenged. However, the card looks really nice just the way it is. I wish I had someone close by who could work with me on bling. Is there a way to do a bling mystery class? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. You know, adding bling is a personal thing. If you add bling and add it in a triangle shape in sets of 3s, or if you just want scattered and it needs a lot of bling, you could add 5. But I've heard the rule is it's supposed to be in odd numbers. What is the difference between a design and a technique? I would say a design could be any card, but like this is a fun fold card. And then a technique is what I'm doing on Thursday night here on YouTube. And these cameras better work. I'm going to go crazy. I just had this horrible nightmare again. So techniques is something you can do to the card. Okay. I've seen people make a couple of Christmas cards every Monday. By Christmas, they have enough. They have about 100 cards ready to go. Yep. Yes. So 2 1/4, 2 3/4. Oh yeah. 2 1/4 by 5 3/8. That's what goes on that panel right there, Lavina. Margaret says, I usually do 2 at once, but I only prepped 1 for today. After last week, I was off my measurements. Oh, okay. All right. Are we all done? Debbie Hamilton says, I love your creativity and you inspire me a lot. I love what you do. Thank you. Is this Thursday a technique one? Yes. Yes. What's the Thursday? I think it is. Yes. Thursday is techniques class. I hope. No, it is. I work like 2 or 3 weeks ahead, guys. Sometimes I can't remember. Virginia says 3 odd numbers are more pleasing to the eye and the brain. Michelle says she's in California. So if anybody's in California and can help her with bling. Oh no, Lavina says her card is done, but she doesn't like it. Let's solve the mystery, guys. Here is our card. So we have our designer series paper on this side, and then we have it on this side. And I use the Artfully Inspired, what is this called? Artfully Layered bundle. So for my mystery stampers who are live, I've already told you that I will have, I lost my other card. Here it is. So I've told you guys with mystery stamping, your cards are going to look different than everybody else's. Okay. And to prove that, Lavina says, I like yours. I just didn't choose the right DSP. Okay, Lavina, you know my tip about huffing like hot air or using a heat tool to get that DSP off and just change the paper. So everybody's cards look different with mystery stamping. How about if we pulled in the tulips, the flowering tulips? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look how fun. Michelle says her second card is almost done. Seriously, it looks good even with no bling. Perfect. Okay. Do y'all love my cards? Wow. Arlene's already posted hers on the Facebook page. She is quick. I'm not even done with the live. All right. I got stuff to do. I am going to go fix that PDF and add to the missing glue. We're going to call it 8B because I ain't got time to redo everything else. I will post that over on my blog, www.TxStampin, if you want to go over there and get the download of this week's clues. All right, guys, I'll be back on Thursday night here on my YouTube channel. Yes, with a technique class at 7 o'clock Central, 7 p.m. Central, not 7 in the morning. Absolutely no way. Yay, y'all love my cards. All right, guys, happy stamping, y'all.